I'm meteorologist and storm chaser Simon Brewer. A meteorologist is a scientist and a forecaster for weather. A storm chaser follows big storms and weather events and gets photographs and video of those events. I do both. I chase tornadoes, hurricanes, and even big winter storms like nor'easters. A nor'easter is a huge coastal storm hundreds of miles across, affecting the east coast of North America. The name nor'easter comes from the strong northeasterly winds that people feel along the coastline when these storms are usually around. Nor'easters can form any time of year, but they typically form in the late fall, winter, and during the spring. Nor'easters can cause very heavy snow, flooding rains, high damaging winds, huge damaging waves on the coast, and also coastal flooding for some communities. More recently, nor'easters have been called bomb cyclones because the low pressure in the center of the storm drops so quickly, meteorologists call it bombing out. So the news has been calling it bomb cyclones, which is a technical term. It's just a thing that's happened recently with nor'easters. Sometimes with these big nor'easters, especially during the winter, we can get blizzard conditions. Blizzard conditions occur when very heavy snow and high winds blow the snow around, and it can cause zero to near zero visibility, making it impossible to move or drive a vehicle. So if these conditions can last long enough, the storm will be called a blizzard. The historic nor'easter or bomb cyclone blizzard of February 22nd through 23rd of 2026 was a record breaker for some locations. Providence, Rhode Island measured 37.9 inches of snow accumulation. Kimberly and I experienced 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts, which combined with incredibly heavy snow, causing whiteout conditions at various locations over Rhode Island and eastern Massachusetts. Sometimes a nor'easter is referred to as a winter hurricane because the winds are so strong during the storm they can be hurricane force. We were in the teeth of this vicious winter hurricane in Providence, Rhode Island and Scituate, Massachusetts during its peak intensity. We documented this huge storm across multiple states, from western Maryland near Hagerstown to eastern Massachusetts just south of Boston. We covered the storm in communities like Gettysburg and Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Paterson, New Jersey, New York City, Stamford, New Haven, and Stonington, Connecticut, Attleboro, Norwell, and Rockland, Massachusetts. Probably the worst conditions were in the Providence, Rhode Island area and the Scituate, Massachusetts area. We actually got a flat tire in the middle of the blizzard, and we had to find a leak in the tire and then plug the tire during the middle of the storm. Sometimes problems occur when you're chasing storms, like having to plug a tire. As a meteorologist and storm chaser, what I do is I forecast when there's going to be a really big storm, like a tornado or a supercell or hurricanes or nor'easters. So when I chase a storm, I make a forecast for that storm. I get my gear together, I make sure my car is working properly, and then I drive out to that location where I think the storm's going to hit. Sometimes it's hundreds, sometimes it's over 1,000 miles that I have to drive to get to the storm. And while the storm's going on, I'll get video and photos of the storm. It could be a lot of different things occurring depending on what storm it is. If it's a hurricane, there can sometimes be really deep storm surge, so I have to make sure I stay high above the storm surge so I don't get enveloped by it. When I'm done chasing the storm, I'll put my video together into a short little what we call video package that could be 3 minutes long, and then I'll send it out to the different news agencies. like CBS, ABC, NBC, CNN, Fox News. That's where I sell my footage. I've been storm chasing for 27 years, and it can be very dangerous. So not everybody should go out and chase storms. You should know what you're doing. You should do your homework, learn about weather, learn about forecasting before you ever try to do this.